Hello friends, thank you so much for your comments on my previous video. I now finished my virus shawl and it came out about 56 inches wide and 27 inches long. Pretty good size. This was the first time ever that I crocheted a virus shawl and I quite like the process. The yarn that I'm using is Darn Good Yarn Silk Roving Worsted, 250 grams. The color is Rule of Plum, and this is category 4 yarn, 250 grams or 370 yards. The recommended hook size is I9, 5.5 millimeters. This is a very soft yarn and it has a very nice velvety texture. I start with 10 chains. 1, 2. Now I join them into a ring with a slip stitch. Now I will be crocheting into the ring and I will crochet over this yarn tail so it gets hidden under the stitches. I start with a beginning double crochet. Or if you are a beginner, you can replace the beginning double crochet with 3 chains, and those 3 chains will count as the first double crochet. And now I will work into the ring 19 more double crochets. So I will have 20 double crochets worked into the ring. Here I have 20 double crochets in total worked into the ring. And now I'm actually going to pull them tightly together so they create half a ring like this. I turn my work and I start the next row with the beginning double crochet. And again, you can replace it with 3 chains. I prefer to make a beginning double crochet. Now I'm going to work a double crochet into each one of these 19 double crochets. And in this pattern I insert the hook only under the 2 loops on the top. And that's how I continue crocheting this row. It's simply a row of double crochets. Here I completed this row. I turn my work and actually I should have marked the first row as the right side, so let's do that now. The first row that I made right here, I'm going to mark it as the right side of my work. I start the next row, row number 3, with the beginning double crochet. And now I'll make 1 chain and a double crochet into the next double crochet. But if you are a beginner and you don't know how to make the beginning double crochet, you can replace it with 3 chains. So let me show you how to do it in this row. So you make 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. But then you need to make 1 more chain for chain 1 space. And I recommend that you mark the 3rd chain with a stitch marker so you know that that chain is the top of your double crochet, because these 3 chains count as a double crochet. And now I simply work a double crochet into the next double crochet, then 1 chain and a double crochet into the next double crochet, and so on. So in this row I'm only making double crochets and in between them I make 1 chain. Here I finished this row, row number 3, and now I have a beautiful lacy shell. I turn my work and I start the next row with a beginning double crochet. Or if you're replacing it with 3 chains, you can do that. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to mark the top chain as the top of the first double crochet, because these 3 chains count as the first double crochet. Next, I work 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next chain 1 space, I work a single crochet. Next 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next one I make a single crochet. And I repeat this sequence 2 more times. So 5 chains, skip chain 1 space and a single crochet into the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the next chain 1 space, single crochet into the next one. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the next chain 1 space, single crochet into the next one. Now I work 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next one I work a single crochet. Now again I work 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next one I work a single crochet. This is what it looks like so far. One little suggestion I want to make here for beginners is to mark the central stitch, or actually the line of the symmetry of the shawl, because the shawl will start growing in this direction and this direction, and over here there's gonna be the symmetry line. So this single crochet right here in between these chain 8 loops, this is the central stitch, and I recommend marking it just so that you know where the center of the shawl is. And also now note that this side is going to be a mirror image of this side. So whatever we worked here, we're also going to work over here, but in the reverse. Now I work 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next chain 1 space I work a single crochet, and I do it 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip chain 1 space, into the next one I work a single crochet. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next one I work a single crochet. And over here I have chain 1 space and the last double crochet, which in reality was 3 turning chains, and the 3rd chain is marked, so I will know where to work the last stitch. So over here I work 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into this chain that is marked I work a double crochet. So now I have 4 rows worked. I turn and I start row 5 with a beginning double crochet or 3 chains. And now I will be working into this chain 6 space, and over here I work 9 double crochets. So together with this first double crochet, it's going to be a total of 10 double crochets. 2, 3, 9, and it's a good idea to count the stitches again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, because we need to have 10 in total. Into the next chain 5 space I work a single crochet. Next 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next chain 5 space I work a single crochet. Again 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next chain 5 space I work a single crochet. So over here I already have the beginning of the next shawl, then 2 chain 5 spaces. Next over here I have chain 8, and into this chain 8 space I work 10 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Here I worked 10 double crochets into the chain 8 space, and over here I have the stitch marker that marks the center line or the symmetry line of the shawl. So I can remove it, and now into the next chain 8 space again I work 10 double crochets. 1, and I'm going to put the stitch marker right back in over here so that I know where the symmetry line of the shawl is. And over here I work 10 double crochets. So here I work 10 double crochets. Into the next chain 5 space I work a single crochet, then 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the next chain 5 space I work a single crochet, then 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the next chain 5 space a single crochet. So let's take a look real quickly. You can see that this side is the reflection of this side, and this is where the line of symmetry is. And I finished this row by working 9 double crochets into the chain 6 loop, and the 10th, the last double crochet, I will work into this marked chain, which is marked as the top of the first double crochet, and that's for those of you who are beginners and who are replacing the beginning double crochet with 3 chains. But if you are making a beginning double crochet there, it's very easy to see that beginning double crochet, and it's easy to see where to make the last double crochet of this row. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one I make into this chain. So that's 10 in total. Another tip I want to give you here is, after each row where you make the beginning of these new shells, please count the stitches to make sure that there are 10 of them in each big loop over here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's very important, because if you end up with one fewer or one more stitch, the next round is not gonna work out and you'll have to undo a lot of work. I start the next row, row number 5, with 3 chains or a beginning double crochet, and into each one of the next 9 double crochets I work a double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 9, and into the next chain 5 space I make a single crochet. Next 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next chain 5 space I work a single crochet. And now over here I have 10 double crochets, and again into each one of them I work a double crochet. Here I worked a double crochet into each double crochet, and now the shawl begins to take the shape of a triangle, and on this side so far I have this big shawl, then one chain 5 space, and then another big shawl, and here I already got to the line of symmetry. Now into each one of these 10 double crochets again I work a double crochet, and now I can put the stitch marker over here because this is where the center of the shawl is, or rather the line of symmetry, that's where it goes. So on this side I work the same thing as over here. I'm gonna work a double crochet into each double crochet, then single crochet, 5 chains, single crochet, and a double crochet into each double crochet. And now I finished this row, and this is what the shawl looks like so far. So this is the beginning of the triangle. I turn my work and I start the next row with a beginning double crochet or 3 chains. In that case I should mark the top one. Now I work 1 chain and a double crochet into the next double crochet. Again 1 chain and a double crochet into the next double crochet. Again 1 chain and a double crochet into the next double crochet. Next I have this chain 5 space, and into this chain 5 space I work a single crochet, and now again I will be working into each double crochet of the shell over here, and in between them I'm making 1 chain. So a double crochet, 1 chain, then a double crochet, 1 chain, and so on to the middle or the symmetry line over here. Here I worked a double crochet into each one of these 10 double crochets. This is where my middle stitch marker is. So over here I make 1 chain, and I continue making a double crochet into each double crochet, and in between them I make 1 chain. But I will now replace the marker and I'll put it over here because this is the middle stitch. And I continue working on this side, making a double crochet into each double crochet, and in between them 1 chain. And next over here I have chain 5 space, and into that chain 5 space I work a single crochet. And now I'm gonna work the last shell over here, again working a double crochet into each double crochet, and in between them I make 1 chain. I start the next row, row number 8, with the beginning double crochet or 3 chains. In that case I'm marking the top chain, the 3rd chain. Next I work 6 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next one I work a single crochet. And this row is very similar to the row over here, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, row number 4. So I work 5 chains, skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next chain 1 space I work a single crochet. Again 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next one I work a single crochet. Again 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next one I make a single crochet. Now in between these 2 shells I'm going to start the next shell. So to do that I make 8 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I skip the next 2 chain 1 spaces, so one on this shell and one on this one. So I skip this chain 1 space, I also skip this single crochet, I skip this chain 1 space, and into the next chain 1 space I work a single crochet. Now 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next one I work a single crochet, and I need to have 2 more chain 5 spaces, so I do it 2 more times. So I'm almost at the symmetry line, and again here in the center I will have the beginning of the next 2 shells the way I had over here. So to do that I make 8 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next chain 1 space I work a single crochet. And this single crochet is now my line of symmetry. So I replace the stitch marker, and everything that I'm gonna crochet on this side is going to be a reflection of everything I crocheted on this side. So first 8 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I skip the next chain 1 space, and into the next one I work a single crochet. Now 5 chains, skip this chain 1 space, into the next one a single crochet. 5 chains, skip the next chain 1 space, into the next chain 1 space a single crochet. 5 chains, skip the next chain 1 space, into the next chain 1 space a single crochet. And now over here in between these 2 shells I'm going to have the beginning of the next shell. So here I make 8 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I skip this chain 1 space right here, I skip the single crochet, I skip the chain 1 space over here, and into the next one I work a single crochet. And now again I need to make 3 loops of chain 5 and single crochets, and that's how I'm going to finish this shell right here. And at the end of the row over here again I will have a beginning of the next shell. So here I make 6 chains and a double crochet into the last double crochet. And now I have 8 rows finished. I start row number 9 with the beginning double crochet or 3 chains, and now I will be starting a new shell over here. So into this chain 6 space I work 9 double crochets. So together with the first one, that's gonna be 10 in total. Into the next chain 5 space, I work a single crochet, then 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the next chain 5 space, I work a single crochet, then 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the next chain 5 space, a single crochet, and now over here I have chain 8 space, and that's where I'm going to start a new shell. So over here I work 10 double crochets. 1, here I work 10 double crochets, and into the next chain 5 space I work a single crochet, then 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next chain 5 space a single crochet, 5 chains, and into the next chain 1 space, a single crochet, and over here I have chain 8, and that's where another shell is gonna be. So into this chain 8 space I work 10 double crochets. And here I am at the point of the symmetry again. So let's take a look what we have on this side. 10 double crochets, chain 5 space, chain 5 space, 10 double crochets, chain 5 space, chain 5 space, then 10 double crochets. And that's how I'm going to continue crocheting on this side. I will crochet exactly the same way, but in the reverse order. And here I finished this row number 9. Now my piece is getting quite big, but let's take a look here again. So this row goes 10 double crochets, chain 5, chain 5, 10 double crochets, chain 5, chain 5, 10 double crochets. This is the point of symmetry and everything reflects on this side. 10 double crochets, chain 5, chain 5, 10 double crochets, chain 5, chain 5, and 10 double crochets. Now row number 10 is going to be very similar to row number 6. So let me finish this row and then I'll show it to you. Okay, let's take a look at this row. So here 10 double crochets, then chain 5 space, 10 double crochets, chain 5 space, 10 double crochets, point of symmetry, 10 double crochets, chain 5 space, 10 double crochets, chain 5 space, and 10 double crochets. And this is the row number 11. So let's take a look again. Over here I have 10 double crochets, but in between them there is 1 chain. Then over here in between the shells there's only 1 single crochet right here. Then again 10 double crochets with 1 chain in between them and a single crochet here, and then the next shell, and so on over here. Shell, then single crochet, shell, single crochet, and another shell. And from this point all you need to do is to repeat the previous 4 rows, but on each side the number of shells is going to grow by 1 shell.